You don't know what to do you? Neither do I. But what I do know is that you need to go do something. The best way to do that is just to go for a walk. Now, going for a walk does a few things. It clears your mind. It's a dopamine detox. Don't take your phone with you. Go do something. This isn't supposed to be a motivational video. It's simply telling you the truth. Right now, you're probably scrolling on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever. But you're not really living, are you? You're not really doing anything. You can get your homework done in 2 hours. Whip that out, finish your homework, and say, after I finish my homework, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go grab some food. I'm going to go do something. Go do something with your life, man. You need to. You got to go do something. Because if you ain't doing nothing, you ain't living. So just go and move. But being stationary is not where it's at. You should be getting a ton of steps per day. Not on purpose, but just because you're doing stuff and you're staying busy. First of all, get a job. If you don't have a job, get a job, right? Then on top of that, when you're on weekends, go out with your friends. I mean, I'm still working on that, but what's $30 a week? It's going to get you outside and socialize. $30 a week, pretty important, man. I was going to talk about goals and short-term goals and long-term goals today, but quite honestly, it doesn't matter if you're not doing them. So let's get down to basics here. Who cares about your passion? Who cares about your values? What you want to do? It really doesn't matter. You need to pick a routine and stick to it every day. So for college, you don't just bang out all your classes in one day. No, it's a process, right? It's years long of process where you have to spend about an hour or two a day, do your homework, and then do it again the next day. It's all about, hey, do you have time? Can you manage your time? Do you have time management? And do you have the capacity to just do something over and over and over again? Make it your hobby of sorts. So what you need is better hobbies. Now there's 4 different types of hobbies I think that you should have. 1 is creative. 2 is social. 3 is mental. And 4 is financial. Now let's dive into each of them. Art is going to be something that you can do, or did I say art? What the hell did I say? Physical. A physical hobby. You need you need discipline from being physical as a hobby. So what are you going to do? Are you going to go to the gym? Yeah. You can't go to the gym. Okay, how about this? Do 100 push-ups. Do 100 sit-ups. Do 100 bodyweight squats. And from there, go grab a pull-up. And if you can do 100 pull-ups right now, my bad, bro. Okay? But I bet you can't. I know I can't. So I'm in the gym. I'm trying to get my pull-ups up. And I'm trying to go on the Stairmaster because I think it's nice to do cardio and a little bit of muscle growth. So that's what I do. Now there's different options for you. There's different ways you can approach this, but just get physically active. Get your steps in. Go crazy. I mean, if you can't run, at least walk. I've tried running before for about 2 weeks, and then I tried again for another 2 weeks. It's rough in your body. We're not all David Goggins. I think, honestly, just trying to build muscle is going to be better for you. If you look at runners, they're all skinny as heck. And I don't think you want to be skinny. Either you're big and you're going to get skinny, which is great, but then you won't have any muscle. And if you're skinny and you are running, you're just going to stay skinny. So I suggest going to the gym, lifting weights, and being able to eat more. That's the great thing about building muscle, is you're able to eat more, and it's okay because it's basically going towards your muscles. In moderation, of course. So, that's a physical hobby. What's great about the gym is that there's other people there. Fun fact, If you go in a gym parking lot, even the one that I live at, which is, I live in a country town where there's no one here. And guess what? There are Lambos there. There are nice little BMWs, all kinds of bikes, all kinds of fancy cars. And I live in a little tiny town, right? But all the people that have money for nice cars are going to the gym. That's weird, isn't it? They're not all old dudes. So somehow the gym creates discipline to go make money. So every time I think about, man, I don't really want to go to the gym today, I remember, dang, how many cars have I seen there that are full of money? And I'm talking about cars that I cannot afford at all. I mean, I just saw a yellow Lambo today. I mean, what kind of moron gets a yellow Lambo? But I don't have a yellow Lambo, so I can't really talk on it. I can't really trash talk the guy. He's got a yellow Lambo and I don't. So, yeah, there's a financial incentive to go to the gym because guess what? First of all, if you want a relationship, get to the gym, look swole, people start respecting you more, and maybe they'll hang out with you more, if you know what I mean. So that's going to be good for you. Also, there's a thing called pretty privilege. By the way, that goes for men and women. If you look fine, people respect you more, whether they're the opposite sex or the same sex, because they look at you and go, wow, I want to be like him. And it's not jealous or envy or really anything. It's just that guy definitely put in the work for that. I respect that. So that's another reason why you should go to the gym. You're going to have better quality friends. If you have other friends that are disciplined as well, that go to the gym, that's going to be beneficial for you. You're going to meet people at the gym that are definitely going to be your type. They're basically all 10s. If they've been there for a few months and they weren't too bad before, they're probably 10s. And quite honestly, all of the ones that are there for a few months, they're probably on the journey to look good. So even if they're perfect right now, they're only getting better. So everyone at the gym is gonna look better tomorrow. So that's pretty good. They're not gonna deteriorate, hopefully not too much. So that's a good thing to have. And then you got, okay, so what about, the financial incentive? Well, if you're disciplined enough to go to the gym every day and have a decent diet and be social with other people at the gym and be around people, you're gonna maybe get a nice little gym style going. Wear a little bling, okay? You wear a little tight muscle shirt. Those are in the mail, incoming. I got some baggy little gym leggings here. Nice little fit, little parkour jumpers, I like to call them. Make me feel light on my feet. It's all in your presence as well. I've been walking a little bit different. I'll walk with my chest a little bit higher. My pecs pop out more than my stomach now, which is definitely a plus. They used to be even, but now we're starting to get to the point where my chest is bigger than my belly. So it doesn't really matter how big I am here in my belly, as long as I'm getting bigger up here at the top and up, it really don't matter. And it's true. My shirts are looking better on me. My shirts, man, they're getting kind of small on me now. You know what I mean? They're getting tighter on my shoulders as soon as I start getting a pump. It's amazing. So it makes you also, no matter what your mental state is at, you can go do something physical. No matter, oh man, well, I gotta, if I want to hang out with friends, I've got to rely on them to hang out. No. The most important thing that you can do as a hobby is to do something physical. Because you can always do something physical. Unless your leg's broken. Then you can do the grip strength things or something in your hospital bed as your leg is healing. But other than that, yes, you can always do something physical. Another thing is that I work at a hospital. I've seen the people that come in. These people, they can't move anymore. As soon as you stop moving, you die. So yes, if you want to keep living and living a healthy life, keep moving. I hope your diet's pretty decent too, but keep moving, because as soon as you stop, you die. If you keep moving, first of all, you're going to be outside more, I hope, and maybe you're going to meet some more people. So that's pretty beneficial right there as a hobby. Your second thing is, well, what's a social hobby? Well, we're still working on that one, but you could do karate. That'd be pretty cool. You could do running with other people. That's physical. Sorry, it's late. Another great thing is that combining hobbies together is very good because you're combining multiple things together. Let's say you're a gym content creator. Physical, money, creative, and social. That covers all four. Am I a gym content creator? Hell no. Hell no. I am not buff yet. We're only 2 months in here. But I've noticed some differences. And maybe I can teach you how to notice some differences in yourself too. As I progress, hopefully I can teach you some of these hobbies. Another thing is I'm a very creative person. But I'm also not going to draw out a perfect 4K painting. So I like to do fun little Photoshop edits. I like to do a little bit of editing in my spare time. But just enough where it's a fun hobby and not like a money-making process. I've used it for school. I know the different softwares I need to leverage what I want out of something for the least amount of work. Now, could I get paid for it potentially? Yeah, but I would probably start to hate it. I would have to get good at it, which means I would hate it. You know what I mean? So I'm just good enough where, wow, that's pretty cool, but not enough to be like, dang, can you do one for me? You see what I mean? So that's another thing to keep in consideration when you're doing your hobbies is that you're going to get to a point where if you're going to be really good at it, you're going to be good at it to the point where people are going to want to pay you for it. And that's good, but you might lose focus on enjoying your hobby. So I don't know how that's going to favor for you. I hope you can still see me too. I know it's getting dark. Another thing is, just enjoy what you're going to be doing, like socially, right? So going out with your friends once a week to a bar, watch a game and drink, and have a drink. That is a potential hobby. I would hope you get a group of people together to do that. Get a group of people or a partner to go to the gym with. That could be a plus. Going out to clubs, I'm not necessarily game for. Maybe going on walks and nature trails and stuff around you. That could be beneficial. That's physical and social, hopefully. Taking physical classes like Zumba or Peloton or something like that, where it's in person and it's a class. The problem is you got to pay for it. Getting into Facebook groups and maybe some Instagram groups or car meets or things like that, that could be beneficial for you. So there's different options you can play with here. I'm not the most social guy in the world, so you're going to have to figure that out on your own. I hope that light is better. That being said, we got the social, we got the physical. Now we get into the creative aspect, like content creation. Maybe you do some drawing. Maybe you're a music engineer. Maybe you like to make music. Those are all great options for you. Uh-oh. Anyways, hang on. Anyways, there's those two hobbies right there, which are pretty beneficial. And then I would say there's a couple other things that you can do with that. Financial. Content creation is pretty important. I'm trying to get that. I don't know how well I'm going to be at this, but I can give it a shot. Secondarily, are you a real estate agent? Have you picked up real estate? Education is another way to make more money. So I think you should, further your education. I know the college system is screwed, but I think you have a good shot at it. I think that a college degree is pretty important in today's day and age, because if everyone has a college degree, it's useless, but at the same time, if everyone has it, you need it. You need it just to survive out here. And then you need the experience on top of that. So I think you need a college degree in what you're going into. Or you need to be very experienced. But having both at the same time are very valuable. I want to be a real estate agent. Why? Because I don't have a house. I want a house. Houses are expensive. I want to get into the market so I can learn about the market, make money from these expensive houses, and potentially buy my own house as a real estate agent with insider information as well as real estate money. The great thing about it is you only need one sale and you can make $10K. You just have to be good, or maybe $5K or whatever. That stuff adds up. You do that 3-4 times a year, your salary starts to look pretty good. It's all about marketing. A scalable business. I like that. Sorry about that pause earlier. I was thinking I was going to get pulled over. Yeah. Anyways, there's different things that you can do. There's different options for you. And I hope that you find something to do. But there's something for you. And quite honestly, you need to have goals, long-term and short-term, of course, right? But at the same time, you need to just do the small things every day. If you're like, man, I've been scrolling on TikTok for a really long time, just switch it up. Watch a different TV show, or maybe throw on a YouTube video like this that talks about mindset at least. At least have a conscious decision in what you're watching, and maybe you can get a decent, maybe you can learn a little bit. Learn something. Throw on a podcast that teaches Spanish or something, or any kind of podcast that thinks about mindset or psychology or belief, or anything like that. Is having a positive thing in your life that you're able to learn from, that isn't just entertainment slop. Don't get me wrong, I love my entertainment too, and I you gotta have time for that, of course. But there's times for that, and there's times for, okay, let me sit down or start doing my dishes, or folding my laundry, or meal prepping my food to eat healthy, and let me listen to something that is of value to myself, that makes me think. That's another hobby, is mental. Now, if you want to sit down and read a book, be my guest. Me personally, I don't like reading books anymore. I used to read books a lot more. But recently, I went to the library and I picked up a book. I got to 2-3 pages, and honestly, the librarian kicked me out because I opened an energy drink before the gym. And she said we couldn't have drinks in the gym, or in the library. And I said, oh, okay, no problem. My bad. I'll leave. She said you could drink it outside and come back. I said, nah, I'm good. I drank it outside and didn't come back. I returned my library book the next day because I don't know, she just soured the whole experience for me. So my joy of, and don't get that ruined. Don't let anybody ruin your love of books. It's just, I found it easier. If I'm driving, I can listen to an audiobook off of YouTube. Or not an audiobook, but everything about mindset and stuff. You can't really read that. All that mind stuff, you can read a book and it could take like 20 hours to read. And I could have read a summary off of YouTube. And the guy can just like summarize the whole book and the understanding of it to me. It's a lot more time efficient. You're able to learn a lot more diverse topics at the palm of your hands at any time. While you're in the car, while you're in the gym, while you're at work with one earbud in your ear, while you're still focused on your work. All of these things, you can learn so much more because your hands are able to be busy, and it just kind of tunes out in your brain. I hope you're still paying attention and not focused entirely on washing your dishes, but you're able to use that time more efficiently. And that's all it is time management. Managing your time and staying busy throughout your day and not just sitting around. I mean, at least consciously decide what you're going to watch. And I hope that it's beneficial to you long term. And if you decide, hey man, I've been sitting on this couch for 4 hours. I've had enough entertainment for today. It's time to go do something. That's what you need to do. You need to go do something, man. But anyways, I'm going to let you go. I hope I stayed on topic with this, but yeah, just go do something. There's nothing wrong with having a little entertainment, but just take a step back once in a while and go, okay, man, I've been on this couch for a while. I'm kind of bored. And I've gotten to that point, man. I'm an only child. I have learned how to not be bored, and even still I get bored. There's only so much YouTube out there. And then you go, ugh, I gotta go do something. Anyways, I'll see you.